This is the way, guys. The Mandalorian reviews continue today. Season 2, Episode 2, directed by Peyton Reed. It's called The Passenger, and of course, many of you guys probably just got done watching it, just like I did. It's going to be a fun discussion down below in the comment section. So, of course, this is the way, guys. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well if you guys are new here, and you guys just want to keep talking The Mandalorian every single week. I love doing this. It's one of my favorite things to do, is stay up past midnight and just review this thing and have a great discussion with you guys, because we're all Star Wars nerds here. I got my Star Wars set. I got Baby Yoda, the actual Baby Yoda, the child here with me, who did some bad things this episode. He ate way too many of that frog lady's eggs. Like, come on, dude. We'll feed you something. But other than that, guys, make sure again to comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts on this episode. Did you guys love it? Did you hate it? Did you like it? Let's discuss it all down there. Just getting my straight up thoughts, my overall thoughts on this episode. And of course, I will be having spoilers in here. I liked this episode. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was as great as last week's, and in particular, I thought it was kind of just a middle-of-the-road episode. I actually didn't think it needed to be the full 40 minutes this time. This did feel like a 30-minute episode, and in particular, this is probably one of the weakest episodes of the entire series this far. This felt like, I don't want to say filler, but definitely that next adventure going aboard, and that doesn't go as far as to say I didn't like this episode. I liked it. I just expected a little bit more, especially coming off last week's episode. We see the return of Boba Fett at the very end, and I didn't expect maybe necessarily for us to see that conclusion to where that cliffhanger kind of left us to, but then we pick up right back off Tatooine. He's soaring back. He runs in some bounty hunters. He bites them. He kills them all in a really particularly great manner, and of course, Baby Yoda is just looking adorable, and you see him fly off the bike, and you can get worried about him, but it's really badass, and I love how that last bounty hunter, you know, I'll take the jetpack, clicks the button, shoots him in there, drops him down, and Baby Yoda kind of gives him the face of, why'd you do that? And it's like, I kind of had to. And again, the fun moments in between there, the banter, you see him go back into the canteen, he finds Baby Yoda's babysitter that we saw from the first season, all that stuff ensues. He pretty much picks up, hey, this is the next place that the Mandalorians might go. This is the whole mission this entire season, is to find more Mandalorians. So, of course, they go in particular, they find this route, they head about, and of course, he has to bring along this frog lady because she is the person giving the directions and saying, hey, for this information, you must take me. And she's the passenger this season. As we were waiting to see who it was going to be, I was like, oh, is it going to be like Fennec? Is it going to be Boba Fett? Is it going to be someone that we know? No, it's a frog lady with her eggs. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, like, I like the design. I think it's really cool. I just kind of thought she was a little annoying. It's literally her fault that the spiders came out alive. But, you know, it's like, just wait, lady. Just wait. It was in particular a little bit, I wouldn't say weird, but I just found her to be kind of an annoying character. Again, like, you literally almost killed all of you guys because you wanted to go take a hot bath. And I get it, like, you need to keep your eggs warm and all that stuff. Whatever. So, in general, they start flying about. They're going, and then X-Wings show up, which, again, this whole sequence with the X-Wings of them flying through, phenomenal. Edge of your seat action, which I loved. I loved being on the edge going, oh my god. And again, the way that Peyton Reed is able to direct and showcase those styles are excellently told, because, you know, Peyton Reed does such a fantastic job with the two Ant-Man films, and again, those action sequences in particular, and we see that necessarily here as well, with the way that the Razor Crest is dropping, flying, and it kind of gave me a reminder of Star Tours, if you guys have ever been fortunate enough to go on that ride at Disneyland or Disney World, and even maybe the new Millennium Falcon ride. I think it's a blast to see how that kind of brought back nostalgic feelings from being on those, and it really felt like you were on a ride. I love how that showcases. I love the visual effects, the CGI, and again, when the X-Wings kind of come about, and it ties back into the last season's episode that was directed by the guy who directed Dope. Again, that was a great episode, but I love how that little tie-in, you know, that little thing, it's like you kind of feel like, oh, is that going to tie in anyway? It ties in here especially, and I really love how, of course, the ship gets destroyed, they get stranded, and in general, the Mandalorian's kind of just like, I'm giving up, this is not what I signed up for, but of course, the frog tells him off and goes, you know, she hooks herself up to the robot, and they have this whole discussion, and, you know, Mandalorian, their code is honor, and of course that gets him off his ass, and then he starts tying up everything again, you know, and that stuff. But also before that, Baby Yoda, again, dude, you're eating too many of her eggs. She, you know, she just kept going about it. It was really funny, you know, and charming. It felt like that Star Wars humor that we would get in the original trilogy, which I really adored. I thought that was great. You know, that did feel like something that Jon Favreau would very much write into a Star Wars episode. And they just really are going off and bouncing off the cuteness of what Baby Yoda is and the child and all sorts of stuff like that. So it was entertaining. It's just like, dude, you kept eating her children. Like, do you not understand the word no? You're like over 50 years old at this point. But I digress. Moving forward, he goes to fix the ship. She disappears. Baby Yoda tries to get his thing, and he's like going this way. And which is really cool to see that, like, in a sense, the trailers, we have only seen the first 2 episodes, and that was a majority of the trailer. So I'm assuming the 3rd episode will be a part of that as well. And that'll probably be the ferry boat scene that we see in the, you know, the trailer. I'm assuming that's where we'll go to the next episode, finish off this chapter of caring for this lady and her eggs and getting her home. And maybe even opening up the doors to Sasha Banks' character, which I'm hoping is Sabine. I don't think it will be. I think I'm getting my hopes a little bit too much that we're going to see all these Rebels characters. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope we do. Let me know down below in the comment section what you guys want to see. Do you want her to be Sabine? Do you want her to be someone else? Do you want to see Ahsoka next episode? Let's talk about it all down there. Moving forward, of course, they go into this, you know, cave thing, and Baby Yoda finds another food thing. Because he tries to eat an egg, and the Mandalorian tells him no. Starts eating a spider egg, and all these spiders come swarming out. And I knew that was going to happen, you know. I've had bad memories of these spider things. I don't remember if these were in particular the same exact ones from the Fallen Jedi Order, the new game that came out last year. I don't think they were. Maybe they were different species. Maybe I'm wrong. These things are creepy crawly, and I was like, dude, use your flamethrower. Finally uses it, burning them all through, blows all of them up. You think they're all dead. Nope, it crashes on his ship, and thankfully the X-Wings come out of nowhere to save the day. They have a nice discussion out there saying, you know, you did this, it's hard times, so we're gonna let you go, but we're not gonna help you, so bye. Get the ship going, he seals it all up, they fly back into space, and that's it. He goes to take a nap, and they are soaring, and that's where the episode ends right there. Again, I was expecting maybe more of a ball to drop by the end of this episode. I do like how these episodes are more contained, more kind of back to back to back, like actually like connected. It did feel a little bit keeping up with that Western flair of the week, which again, that's what this show is all about. And I get that. That's what this show is. It's pretty much, you know, Star Wars has always been a fantasy Western, and that's really what this is. Like, the score goes to that by Ludwig. You can definitely feel that in the background, especially some of the earlier scenes in here. And again, it just feels like that next, you know, serial comic we're going through, doing this adventure, saving this lady and trying to protect her kids, while at the same time protecting the child, Baby Yoda, as well. And again, maybe running into some creepy crawlers or some bandits that we definitely don't want to be. You know, there's always that stuff in the Western days, and I appreciate what they were going for. I like what they were doing. I liked the episode overall. I think there were some adorable moments of Baby Yoda, some funny Star Wars humor, and as well some good action set pieces. I just expected that next true and true fourth, and maybe that's just me jockeying up to my own expectations, especially after the end of the last episode, and again, the end of the season 1. You know, it's kind of moving up, and then it went a little bit down. That has nothing to do with Peyton Reed. I think he did a good job directing this episode. I think this is a fun Star Wars The Mandalorian episode. I think this was a little bit of a fun segue episode. I'm hoping next week kind of brings us back around to where this story is going about, because we still haven't seen Carl Weathers, we still haven't seen Cara Dune's character. Well, now I'm getting their names mixed up. Whatever, you get what I mean as well. It's midnight. I'm getting tired about this. This was, again, a fun episode, guys. So make sure, again, if you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well, because this is the way. I love talking The Mandalorian with you guys. The Force is with you. It truly is. And talking about the Force, I love how The Mandalorian was like playing it off like, may the Force be with you. I didn't think we would hear that in The Mandalorian, but we did, and I really love that. But also, guys, if you guys are interested in getting awesome shirts, or in general, cool stickers for your setups like this, Into the AM, I'm working with them and partnering with them right now for a 10% deal. If you check the link down below for the promo code, This Is The Way, yes, of course I did it for The Mandalorian, you can get 10% off your shirts, as well as maybe even a free shirt as well. I've worn a lot of their shirts. They're very comfy, and they have some cool awesome designs that I think many of you guys will be really much into. So go check it out, guys. Let them know that I sent you over on our social medias. Thank you guys again for clicking on this. And of course, until next time, again, may the Force be with you. Hit that like and subscribe button, comment down below, and of course, stay classy.